release rules in the morning.
Welcome, my name's Russ Powell, and I'd like to introduce you to a radio magic trick that I learned from the inimitable Jim Steinmeier. And to do this trick, if you would, just grab a deck of cards and take that deck and shuffle it. I'll give you a moment to do this. And then take out 9 cards from the deck. Doesn't matter what cards they are. You just select 9 cards at random, but no jokers, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So make sure you've got 9 cards, only 9, and no jokers. And you can set the rest of the deck aside. We won't be using it. All right, so I'd like you to take those 9 cards and shuffle them. If your birthday is in a month that begins with J or an M, as in Mike, please shuffle your 9 cards once more. If your birthday is in any other month, don't do anything, unless you want to. All right. Next step, please square up the 9 cards and hold them face down in your hands. All right. We're going to select one of those cards, but since I don't have any idea what they are, which cards you've chosen, here's how we'll do it. Turn the cards toward you and fan them out just like a hand of cards, like you're playing poker. Good. All right, I want you to remember the 3rd card from the back of the fan. That is the 3rd card from the top of the packet, not from the face, all right? Don't take it out, just remember it. Consider writing down the full name if you need to. For example, not just Queen, but Queen of Hearts, okay? All right, so now, square the cards and turn them face down again. I want you to mix up the cards, but we're going to do it in a special way, depending on the name of the card you selected. Let me explain. If you picked an ace, for example, you deal cards face down onto the table, one on top of the other, spelling that name, A-C-E. Right? If you picked a 7, you'd spell S-E-V-E-N, or Jack, Queen, King, whatever it is. Do that now. Spell the value of your card, dealing one card on top of another, face down. Great. There's some cards on the table in front of you and some still in your hand, right? Take those cards in your hand and drop them as a group face down on top of the cards on the table. Now, pick up the whole packet again. Since the middle name of every card is of, we need to spell of. Do it just as you did before, face down, dealing one card on top of the other, O-F. Take the cards in your hand and drop them on top, and pick up the whole packet. The last name of your card will be either clubs, hearts, spades, or diamonds. I want you to spell that. If you picked clubs, for example, spell C-L-U-B-S, one on top of the other. Do that now. Whatever cards remain in your hand, drop them on top. Now you have to admit, I have no idea what card you selected, and because of that, I have no way of knowing how you mix them up, since the way you mix them depended on the number of letters. 2 is different than Queen, clubs is different than diamonds. So, I can't know where your card ended up, but I'm going to try and find it remotely. Here's what I'd like you to do next. Holding your cards face down, I'd like you to make 3 piles on the table, as if you're dealing cards to 3 players. Deal 1 card to the left, 1 to the center, and 1 to the right. And repeat this until you're out of cards. 1 to the left, 1 to the center, and 1 to the right. So, you've got 3 piles in front of you. Pick up the pile on the left and the pile on the right. Put those together and set them aside. We're not going to need them anymore. When you've set those aside, pick up the remaining pile, holding it face down. Take the top card and set it aside. Then take the bottom card and set it aside. On the count of 3, we'll turn over our cards. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You're holding the card you initially selected. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this radio magic trick. I'm Russ Powell, and this trick comes from the inimitable Jim Steinmeier. Thanks a lot. Take care.
Or lease rules in the morning.